Thank you for watching this video. The purpose of this video is to go over the uh, rehab renovation loan application. And one, I did another video called the schedule of improvements. And it's usually good to have both of these documents together. But let's go over the application. So the renovation loan submission sheet, and it's an application that goes over the uh, uh, the applicant and the information that's necessary in order for us to qualify the deal. So if you notice here, here's the borrower's name. Is usually a corporation, an Inc. or LLC. And then the guarantor, the owner, will go here. And it could be, it says name, but it could be names. It says guarantors or borrowers. But typically, usually it's just one entity and multiple people that own the entity. And then right here goes the property address. So the full address of address, city, state, and zip code. The amount that is required for this loan. And I'll say this here, but you may, a lot of times, you may want to put that in last as you're trying to figure out exactly how much you're going to need as far as you may need money not only to purchase the property, but also money to renovate the property. And so what type of loan you're going to do, full doc or limited doc? Obviously full doc, would need tax returns and bank statements, so forth. Limited doc, we won't need as much. But what I would suggest that you do is go full doc and then try to go full doc, because usually the terms are usually better. The more information, usually the better the terms. The cost, okay, so how much is it going to cost to build, renovate this property? So put that here, and then the estimated time to renovate this property in months. Now, existing structure, yes. Now, some of these questions are kind of tied to like construction of property from the ground up, and it'll probably be similar. But obviously, we want to know for renovation. So, is this existing structure for all the renovations? Is going to be that. What is the current value as is value? What is the current value of the property as it stands? And then how many square feet is this property as it sit? How many square feet as is? Are building permits uh, approved? Are they already approved on this? Yes or no? And then what is the construction start date? So when are you going to start renovating this property? And the guarantors, what are the mid FICO scores, credit scores? What are those mid scores there? The estimated complete value. So once you if you purchase in this property and then you're putting money in to renovate it, what do you believe is the value of that property once it's completed? And a question might be, well, how do I figure that out? Well, what you could probably do is get some comps or comparables of what other properties in the area. Maybe you can contact a realtor, but typically another way you could do is get what's called a BPO or comparables from a good realtor, or maybe even go to a website that may have some comparables and so forth. And then, based on that, the LTV, the loan to value, uh, based on that completed value or ARV value that it's going to be, and the term that you request. How many months do you need? So what I would suggest is, you probably want to request a little more time. Maybe it's going to take 90 days or 3 months. Uh, and but you just in case, there's some weather or something like that you want to build in some additional time. Maybe you should add maybe a month or two to that, just to make sure that you leave yourself enough time to get this property renovated. The down payment or cash available to be invested in the property. So what cash do you have available to put into the deal? As it is, a lot of times, so we're as we are a lender, we're not an investment company, so we're looking to lend the money, not invest on the second, figure out on the not invest in the property. We just want to lend you the money to finance it. So we're asking for some skin in the game. Now, this cash, the question might be, is this cash that you have is sitting in the bank account? This cash may be sitting, cash that you have in the savings account, or maybe it's like a marketable securities account, which is like a stock account or something like that. But something that if you had to, or you're going to, that you have cash to liquidate. Um, and then source of down payment. So how much do you have for the down payment, and then where's the source of it? So it's a stock, it's a savings account, checking account, uh, or so forth. Um, existing square feet, it looks like it's a duplicate here, but of the structure. But then, what is the square footage following the renovation after that? So what will be, how much, how many square feet will it be? Now, if you already own this property, how much? What was it when you purchased it? How much was it when you purchased it? Um, and when did you purchase it? What's that date of when you purchased it? For some people, maybe they've gotten the property willed over to them or so whatever. Um, um, I mean, that would be the same, that date, or so forth. And you can kind of just write down. Maybe you can just, if you, somebody just gave you the property, obviously there's probably some consideration for that. Put that down there, but to your best of the ability, what that price, what that original purchase price is, and when that was. And then, of course, maybe there's some money owed on the property right now. Do we have to pay that off? Maybe you have a small loan. We had to pay that off in order for you to have enough cash necessary to renovate this property. All right. So what type is this? Is this a self build? All right. Self build, is this a borrower, or a contracted builder? This is a spec kind of builder sold. What kind of what 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 kind of deal is this? Self build or contracted builder? You're kind of doing this yourself, or the spec is like you're putting the property together for an anticipation of using that to show, um, for other properties, to kind of uh, as a template, or as a property you kind of showing off, or you gonna maybe you're building this property and you are renovating right away, and it's going to be sold right away. What is, in essence, this is kind of talking to the exit strategy, what we're doing. Um, if you have a builder that you're working with, is this builder licensed? Yes or no? and how many years of experience does this person have? Um, all right, what kind of construction type is this? Stick built, wood, modular? Is it brick? Uh, maybe it might be wood, stick, uh, or and you just circle that, and and then the outside of it is brick. To the best of your ability, what type of construction type of it is. The type of property. So, is it a single family home? Is this a duplex? Is it a triplex? Is it a quadplex? You have four units, multifamily. Usually for this form is mainly for 1 to 4. The lot size. So that this property is on, how many acres or square footage is the lot that it's on? What's the intended see? So after this property is finished, what do you intend to do with it? With occupancy? OO standing for owner occupied. Are you gonna live in it? Are you gonna non-owner occupied? You're gonna rent it out, or you're gonna sell it? But yeah, non-owner occupied that's what it means. You just check one of those. And projected annual lease income. So non-owner occupied, you can rent it out. So if you monthly basis, so you say you're gonna rent it out for $1,000 a month. Well, $1,000 times 12 is $12,000, right? So that is projected lease, and then income per square foot. So you basically just divide by the square footage of the property to get the income per square foot. Is there any environmental issues on the property that need to know? If it is, kind of explain it. Maybe just put it on the bottom somewhere, or provide another document to explain it. And is it attached or detached construction? So an attached construction would be like a row house, or townhouses that are together. Detached, it's all on its own. So what explain that. And so the 4 things that we would like along with it, our request is this loan summary above, along with personal financial statement or a 1003 application. And we have another video that kind of goes through the personal financial statement and how that works. And so you can look at that. And then traveler's credit report. So if you have access to your report, that'll be a good thing for us to see before, um, uh, before we have to do anything else on the deal. And then, of course, the color photos of the property. So we'd like to see the property. So take some pictures. Hopefully, we have some kind of cloud thing that we'll email you that you can upload the pictures to, or you can put it in some kind of cloud-based thing. Because a lot of pictures. We want to get a really well view of the property and send that to us. You can email it to that email there, or you can send it, fax it to us. And looking forward to getting that information from you. All right. Well, thank you for your time, and have a great day.